man. Baiken's in the game. Baiken never tasted so good.
Be cool. You be cool.
All right. So as I've learned that blessed be the fruit, thy name is Baiken, and now we finally know what the smell of the game actually is. Like, I'm excited. I'm legitimately excited. I got Guilty Gear up right now, you know. I'm gonna load up some dojo because, you know, I gotta get my last couple, you know, last couple weeks with Nago. I gotta get my last couple weeks with Nago in because, you know what, I'm turning over. I'm going down. I'm gonna be a Baiken man, and I ain't gonna quit after a week. Actually, I'm actually liking this Potemkin theme, even though I hate Potemkin with my guts. I'm liking this theme, so. But your boy just so happened to see the trailer. I don't know if you guys seen it yet or not, but I've been watching it non-stop since it came out, and if you guys want to enjoy it with me, then let me get the sound on so you guys can hear it too. Just make sure the sound is working here. I hate these pop-ups, man. This computer just loves doing this bullshit. I've been watching this trailer. I was like, okay, you know, we got a nice little new level. First I was thinking, like, what is this?
お頼み申す。お頼み申す。卒じながら冥府はいずこ。外道が笑えば民が泣く。諸行に拉致なき沙汰あれば魔道の始末を請負いいたす。己は美老の三品侍。指導死に花無用の所存。
She absolutely knows.
お前を前にすると立ち止まったはずの俺が追いついてくるみたいだな。だが大丈夫だ、ディライラ。大丈夫。
So we absolutely got her now. Baiken, it's true. It's a thing. It has been. It has blessed us. The heavens have finally blessed us with the luxury, with the love, with the affection. That is another bad bee joining the cast of Guilty Gear. And I wanted to go over, because we haven't gotten a move list yet, and I just wanted to, like, hopefully put it out in the ether, and hopefully I'm right. And I just wanted to get a quick video, just quietly hyping about this goddamn event finally Baiken's in the game, and it's not in the Ultra patch. It's not in the Revelator 2 Ultimate Street Fighter 4 extra extensiated central fiction version of the game where all of the characters are in there and basically nobody's online. We're getting it early. We're getting it next year, end of January, right when Valentine's Day comes around. They gonna give us a couple pairs of loveliness.
What can I say except
This girl right here. And also, I was thinking too, I was looking online before she was announced, and I was looking at like different designs, and I was also looking at her previous designs, and I don't know if it's like they basically, like the Guilty Gear team said like, oh, early Guilty Gear Baiken was maybe like 17 and now she's like 25 and she's a woman now, but they definitely accentuated some features that definitely was not there before, because we was on Baiken when she was showing off the yams. Like she was showing off the yams back in the day, but we wasn't worried about that because she was cool. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't really showing herself like that. She was just, you know what I mean? She was just cool. She had her little gauntlet arm. She did her thing. She had her little attacks. She was Tatami Gashiing everywhere, you know, smoking her pipe after she finished and everything. And Anji getting all of the but out of nowhere, they just, you know, they just decided, hey, let's throw a goddamn shelf on top of her and give her everything that you've ever wanted from an anime waifu. Because look at her original pictures. Like she's not busting out of the frame. Like Anji was jacked back in the day. Like he left the gym. His new design, he left. Actually, you know what? I ain't even gonna front. No homo, but his back wide. His back still wide.
This nigga gay as
I can
hell.
see one biking on.
Shut the hell up!
But yeah, look, like pre-pictures, like she wasn't exploding out of the frame. She wasn't breaking the screen with her goddamn chesticles. You know what I mean? And then out of nowhere, she just
My pussy is officially wet.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Well, anyway, let's stop over analyzing, you know, her lore, and get back to the condos. So real quick, I just wanted to go over. She is most likely going to play exactly the same as she did in Revelator, which I've noticed that we've gotten a lot of characters in Revelator that, or not even in Revelator, in Strive. It seems like if they're legacy characters that aren't the original cast, I feel like they're just pulling their Revelator characters over and kind of just maybe nerfing their kit a little bit. But it's basically just Revelator. Like, if you didn't get a chance to really play Revelator and really play these characters in Revelator, Strive is where you're going to get that chance. I feel like all of the Revelator characters outside of the new characters, excuse me, all of the Revelator characters outside of the new characters are basically still living in their Revelator past. While most of the lineage characters, the Guilty Gear 1s, where is it? Oh, all of the Guilty Gear 1 roster, god damn it! They're still, you know, all of these guys are still like, you know, they're definitely like, their moves are chopped. Like all of their moves that they have, all of the bullshit they had over the years, chopped. And I mean, Baiken, yeah, she was a boss character along with Testament and Justice back in Game 1. got all of the hitters except for Cliff, which frankly, this is another thing. I feel like if we're gonna do Strive the way that Arc System's been doing their fighting games, and they're gonna do like season 1, 2, and 3, and which I'd hope this game gets like 5 seasons. But let's just say when we get to last season and they're like, let's just throw out the wonky characters from the game. I want Izuna back. I want another, like, just, this is just a game of just ridiculous samurais. I want Izuma, the Fox Demon Spirit Samurai, to come back. He was fun to play. But let's get Cliff back too. He could be that Super Saiyan Goku Gogeta 4 that breaks the game, and we could get Justice back. Because clearly we got Baiken, so, you know, Baiken we got, and then the last character, unless they're just gonna give us Asuka, aka that man, because technically this drop that's coming next year is gonna not only have Baiken and a new map, but it's also adding to the story, and this kind of gives Baiken a chance to finally kill that man, or at least attempt to. I don't know if they're gonna resolve her where she's just like, she meets him and then she just doesn't kill him. I hope she goes through. I hope she goes through with it and maybe fails, or like she goes through with it and he gives her his neck, and she's just like, I'm not gonna kill a wounded animal. And then it's like, so you've journeyed all this way to not kill me? And he was like, and she's just gonna be like, I'm tougher than that. You know, and then she just fucking walks off and fucking just struts her fucking giant goddamn Gusabas out of there. But yeah, like Justice would be like a nice like in-game character, and then getting like and then maybe getting Testament at some point. But I feel like Testament should be like an opener or a closer for season 2. But I was looking at some of the older moves, and I hope she still can spring. I hope they're not gonna do the idea give her a fucking like a dash. In Revelator she dashed, which I'm gonna say probably still do. But I didn't want to bring that up yet. But I'm hoping they give her a run. I hope she can run again. I hope that's one of the things they bring back. And then 2, so she's got a move, which I got it queued up here with the, god damn it, with the comparison move. So it's her 2, not her 2, because I feel like her 2S, right? I feel like they should change a key thing about her moveset and give her this 2H that she has, this like swipe slash move that she has that they added into Rev 2. I didn't really like this move. I mean, I understand that it was good for like a follow-up after you had like a juggle. Maybe you did some couple of moves and you wanted to continue that combo. So then you did the 2 heavy, and then you walked back into Tatami, knocked them back up, and maybe did like a grapple, one of her grapple moves, and got it back into the fray. But I feel like this move should actually be refitted to 2S. I feel like this down slash move should be her 2S. Like she should have like a walking, because if we got freaking Jacko with a damn dust that freaking reaches, and we got Happy Chaos with a 2S that basically goes across the map, and Kai with a 2S that goes across the map, I think she can have like something that'll be a little bit nicer instead of just her having her little club thing, which is, I know it's homage by her having her 2S be that club, but I'm like, this move is gross. I really want us to go back. All I want for Baiken is to have her 2H. I want her to keep this set. I want her to take that off, and I want her to have this move back. It's a multi-hit. It's an air. It can be an anti-air if you do it at the right time. Because it's a spinning attack, So it keeps the opponent away. It does about 3 hits if you're close enough, but really it's only going to hit you about twice. But it has an area of effect that's basically in neutral. If a character was to jump in and try to jump over top and she does that move, it can count as an anti-air, and it's also technically a heavy, but it gives her a lot of like defensive kind of strategy with it, because it gives her back her spacing and everything. And I mean, like, it doesn't have to hit as hard. Like we can have a heavy that doesn't, it can still do the same amount of damage that most heavies do in the game, but it could be like, oh, if one of the hits hit, then maybe it's hitting like a mid. You have to get the full couple of spins to get the full damage out of the heavy. Bring it back. It's literally the only move I want in her, like, her move list that they took out in later games. This stupid fucking underground swipe shit. I don't like it. I never liked it. I was so mad when I found out that this was her fucking 2H. And then what was the other thing? Her Azami is great. I kinda, now look, Samurai Showdown, they know how to make that Azami look good. Like in the regular game, you know, it just has a little spark and she does her little shit. In Samurai Showdown, look at the glare. Look at the explosion splash wave of light and flare and everything. And if she comes through with the blood, like, we already are allowed to have blood in the game thanks to Nago and shit like that. So why not, you know, put a little blood on it, you know? Give me a little gore, you know? Because I'm afraid they're gonna, well, they're not as toony as Exard was, because Exard still was pretty, Exard had a nice polish, but it was still pretty toony. I think this game is kind of getting a little bit more grounded with what it's doing, and it's a little bit, it feels a little bit like in between, like a game like Samurai Showdown, Samurai Showdown, and and the regular, you know, regular schmegular, Guilty Gear. But and then the other thing, where is it at? What's her? Just gonna get these done quick. Here is Zen. Grapples. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now another thing that I know they're probably not gonna do, but it would be kind of nice if we brought her oh my god, what is the name of this movie? Her Surane Sanzu Watashi. If we brought it kind of back to the way it was a little earlier on, which I don't think, it would be a little bit overzealous, number one, to give her these special stats. It would be out of her block and give status effect. It could be kind of tough. It could be a nice way to manage. You know you're not going to run up on a bike and she might hit you with a status effect and then bow. Because most of her, like, most of her old, before she got true Azami, before she got true Azami, it was just off block. She was able to do, so it was just like once she starts blocking, she can kind of just do them. But the Azami kind of makes it, I hear a lot of people saying Azami makes it more active. I can agree with that. But I'd also say I kind of want her to be able to do these kind of things out of perfect block. I know it's kind of like a real tight situation with perfect block. I feel like for her, maybe give her window for perfect block, make it a little higher, so that it's just once she gets a perfect block, she's the only one that can really press buttons out of perfect block and do something. Like, I feel like that would be nice. I mean, look, the character's coming out in a month or 2 months, so they got some time to tweak some stuff. But let's be real, the character's probably done, and let's be also real, it's probably just going to be Exard Revelator Part 5. Like, I know they're not gonna bring all this back because I'm like, if they're gonna bring her kit down, if they're gonna cage her kit a little bit and make it a little bit less Guilty Geary and more fitting for the game, then some of the stuff has to come out. And she can't have a billion Azamis and then all of the other crap that she has on top of that too. So I'm like, and the fact that this game has perfect block, it kind of makes sense that she would be the one that can capitalize off of perfect block. But you can give her perfect block a window to where she has like, where most people, you really got to time it. With her, it's like the timing is a little bit more forgiving. And then you can get a perfect block if you know the second hit or a third hit is coming. And you can get an Azami basically out of there, an Azami, Mizugani step, or whatever. You can get these moves out of perfect block because perfect block doesn't really do anything. I mean, yeah, it keeps you out of chip and it kind of does some pushback, but it has no actual purpose. And you're not really doing it that well in this game. And she's the character that looks like she's gonna be like the parry defensive type character. So I think it would be nice to actually have her have, number one, a mechanic of the game that you already set up to be used, and then number two, she's already made for that. So it's kind of like give her the ability to do that. And then what else do I got? Again, I think the status effects that she used to do would be nice. It would be kind of a nice thing to have. Oh, and that was the other thing. Surani Sanzu Watashi. I was also thinking with this special, you could waste. It could be a 1-bar special or a 2-bar special where you waste 1 bar and she basically just does the 3-prong hit like how she just did. Where she'll come in, she'll do her stomp, or if you waste 2 bars, then you're gonna get like a big Potemkin level damage on the combo. But then you get the full cinematic of her stomping and doing the fucking strike, hitting you with the big damage. That could be cool. It could be a nice little add up of another move. And then of course, you know, she's gotta have her raging demon samurai slice cut through the building and you with her. Like, this is gonna come in. I also kind of want this move to have a little bit more flourish too. I mean, I like it. I've liked how it's been done most of the things where we're looking at the shadow and the blood splatter. I kind of want it to now be like either bigger scale or just we get to see it, because I think they have okay, yeah. So with this one, when she does the move, you see her like get at the ready, and then she like runs at you. And then like you're like, oh man, and then you can see that she does the slices and then does the things, and then she hits a little thing, and boom, you know, you get the blood splat and everything. I'm saying like do that, give us a little bit more visuals, and you know, just make it better. But again, I was hoping, let me see how long we've been going for. I don't really have a number here, but I'm gonna wrap this up in a second. But last thoughts for this and all this stuff. I kind of wanted them to do a redesign. I know that we just got a big redesign, but after seeing this and then seeing some other Baiken in Strive pictures. Maybe not this one, but this is kind of a cool one where she's got like, you could tell she's been working out and she's fucking like just Aki as shit. But I kind of liked how this design came out, where it's like, you know, her hair's a little shorter. It feels a little bit more realistic, like how this game is trying to go with. It feels a little bit more realistic. It feels a little bit more grounded. We can get the clear eye patch, or she can have the thing where it actually does cover the eye. You can give her the little dillweed that she eating on and shit. And giving her a new cloak. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. Cause I mean, like they're and yes, they did kind of just slap Jacko in this game, kind of similar but kind of different. A hair swap here, and you know, a couple little body changes here and there, and a couple little additives and subtractives there, but simple. Like they didn't really do much with her. I feel like Baiken, we didn't get a chance to really enjoy Baiken's like character model, because again, like, I mean, yeah, the people who were playing Guilty Gear, they were playing it, and that was the end of the game, and they're probably still playing it now. But I know that when Baiken dropped last, when we were still on Revelator, I bought the game again, or I bought Rev 2 because Baiken dropped. Like, I had Rev 1 and I was playing it and I was enjoying it, but I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's Rev. But it was just like Baiken's never coming. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play some Chip. You know, I'm gonna play some a little bit of Soul. I'm gonna play some Hyman, and who else was I playing in Revelator? Johnny for fun. I don't know. Just I wasn't really attached to anybody. Cause like now Nagaryuki and Geo are really like, these are characters that are polished, and they're bringing me into the game from the beginning. Rev had a lot of characters that I could use, but I wasn't really attached to, and I kind of like Ramathal, but I didn't really like her playstyle, and you know, I gravitated towards some of the other people on the roster. Alright, we're just gonna have to just
Guilty Gear versus.
Just wish I didn't want these pop-ups. Okay. I kind of liked Answer. He was kind of a new addition. I was kind of using him, but not really. Dandy Step wasn't really dandy anymore. They kind of didn't really have his feints chain a lot, but he was still kind of cool. Chip for the lulls. Hyman for because he played kind of like Goken, and I like playing Goken in Street Fighter 4. Johnny for the lulls, and I think that was about it. I don't want to play anybody else. I mean, it was just Baiken when she finally came out, and then maybe a little Soul when I was feeling bored. But yeah, but I'm glad that she's coming out. I'm super excited, and hope you guys are too. Check out more videos on the stream, but subscribe to the channel. Links are in the description. If you want to hit my Patreon, you can. That would be nice. I can draw these comics and continue to walk the path and follow the way.